Hello friends, and welcome to another Story Traveling with Miss Gail. I have a very special story for you today about, well, about being kind. Let's begin. Once upon a time, in the deep, dark jungles of Africa, there was a very little mouse that was scurrying around looking for seeds and nuts and berries to eat. He was very hungry and he wasn't watching where he was going. And when he looked up, he was in a part of the jungle he didn't recognize. He looked around and he thought, there is a small brown hill. I will crawl on top of that hill and see if I can see where I am. And so that little mouse crawled up that brown hill. He ran this way and looked. He ran that way and looked. He was running back and forth looking when all of a sudden that little brown hill began to move. For you see, friends, it wasn't a hill at all. That mouse had crawled up on the back of a lion that had just eaten a huge meal and had laid down to go to sleep in that spot. That lion had woken up to something tickling his back. He thought it was a nasty bug, and so he reached back with his paw and grabbed that little mouse. "What are you doing?" said the lion. And the mouse said, "Oh, Your Majesty, I am so sorry. I thought you were a hill, and I didn't realize it was you. And oh, please do not eat me, Your Majesty." And the lion said, "You are lucky that I have just eaten a big meal, or I might have you for a snack. Now, go away." And the little mouse said, "Oh, Your Majesty, thank you so much for letting me go. I promise you, one day, maybe I can help you." "You help me?" said the lion. Oh, and he began to laugh. He laughed and he laughed and he laughed till tears rolled out of his eyes. "Oh, little mouse, you are very funny. Go on your way." And the little mouse did. It was not very much longer in the jungle till word came that hunters were coming. Hunters to trap the animals in the jungle and take them far, far away. The lion was out that day. I don't know if he wasn't paying attention to footprints or the smells. He was just walking along when all of a sudden he stepped right into the middle of a trap. Whoosh! Up came a rope net, and that lion was caught. He began to roar in his loudest roars, and his roars echoed throughout the jungle. And who should hear that roar but that little mouse? That sounds like the lion. He sounds angry, scared. I must go and see. And so that little mouse began to run toward the lion's roars. Oh, that lion was rolling back and forth in that net, roaring and roaring. It did not take the mouse long to realize that the lion was trapped. Crawling up his tail, which was hanging out of the net, the little mouse quickly ran up to his ear. "Your Majesty, stop your roaring." What? "Stop your roaring, for you are alerting everyone in the jungle that you have been caught, and the hunters will come more quickly." And the lion got quiet. "Oh, what am I going to do? I can't get out of this net. I cannot grip it with my teeth, and my claws are useless." "Leave that to me," said the mouse. And he crawled down to the bottom of the net. He gripped onto one of those ropes and he began to chew. And the weight of the lion and the chewing of the rope made that rope, ding, break apart. Quickly the mouse ran over to another rope, and he chewed again. Ding! And that rope broke. Again and again that mouse chewed through the rope until it opened up a hole and the lion was able to slide out onto the ground. Quickly, little mouse, on my back. And the mouse jumped up and held on to the lion's mane, and the lion took off running through the jungle. He ran and he ran and he ran until they were safely away from the nets and the traps. And then he stopped, and the little mouse slid down in front of him. And the lion said, "Oh, little mouse, I owe you an apology. You helped me today. I didn't think you could because you were so small. Thank you very much." And the little mouse said, "Your Majesty, I am glad that I could help you." And from that day forward, the king of the beasts and his little prince mouse were very good friends. Now, my friends at home, what do you think we could learn from this story? Maybe it doesn't matter how small we are or how big we are. We are never too small or big to do something kind. I hope you do something kind for someone this week. Thank you so much for joining me in this week's storytelling, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.